everyone, what is going on? My name is the Newbie Warrior, and today I did want to bring you guys just kind of, I don't know, a discussion video, an announcement video, an update video. I got some really exciting things I want to talk about. I have some things that in particular, if you are a patron, you want to hear about. Maybe you're thinking about the patron, you want to hear about. And just in general, if you're, a fan of my channel and you want to see like what's coming in the next few months, this is kind of the video for you. So first I want to say I am reacting to Boys Planet 999. I did put up my reaction on Patreon today after live streaming it. So if you want to see my reaction to that, I'm going to be reacting to that every Friday at 2 p.m. PST over at my Twitch, which is on screen now. And then, of course, after the episodes will be up on the Patreon under the $4 tier. So that's like my survival show, album reaction, whatever tier. So if you are interested in Boys Planet, you want to follow along with me, maybe you watch Girls Planet. I'm having a really good time after the PRs in episode 1. My reaction to the PRs is free, so maybe head to my Patreon, watch that reaction if you like what you see. And I don't know, give it a go. But that's not the only survival I'm going to be reacting to. Before we jump into the additional kind of shows and stuff that I'm planning on watching, I do want to go ahead and make an announcement about the $10 Patreon tier, the custom request tier. It's staying here, but it is going to be tweaked slightly, and it's going to be tweaked in a way that allows me to more feasibly get to those requests in a much more timely manner, in a way that makes a lot of sense. In a way that hopefully will leave people getting their reactions much faster. That's the $10 request tier. The change I am making to that tier is that it will now be done on a stream. So at the end of the month, this month, February, it will be sometime between the 25th and the 28th, and I will have a full date announcement for you soon. But it will be sometime in that last week of February. I will have a stream. We will do requests live. They can be from this month. There will be a post in the on the Patreon for $10 patrons right now, and I will link to it in the description of this video. And if you have been a past patron, you can also send me your request, and we will do them all on stream. We will watch them, and then I'll post them either on Patreon or YouTube, depending on if it's copyright safe. So, just to recap, what you can request isn't changing, but I am moving it to a stream. In a perfect world, I don't do this. But in a perfect world, I'm not 6 months or more late on some of your guys' requests. So if you're watching this and you've ever been a $10 patron and I still owe you a request, you can DM me anywhere. DM me on Patreon. You don't have to be a patron still. DM me on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Discord. My DMs are open everywhere, okay? Just DM me when you were a patron and your Patreon username or email, and then just your request. So, yes, just send it. We will do them all at the end of the month. Plus, of course, if you're a patron for this month, or if you were a patron last month and I didn't get to your request, go ahead, hit me up anywhere. Go to Patreon. There's a request post, or you can just show up at the stream. It'll be less convenient, but if you do just show up to the stream with your request, I'm totally down to do it that way. So there's another survival show starting in just about like 2 weeks or less, called Peak Time, that I do plan on reacting to. This show, why are you reacting to this show? Who knows? No, it's because not even really the premise of the show, it's because of who else is involved. The MC for the show, Lee Seung-gi. Obviously, absolutely great as a host, kills it, really fun, great actor. And then look at this panel of judges. Kyuhyun from Super Junior, one of my old groups. We have Mino from Winner, legend in his own right. We have Jay Park, the reason I listened to Korean music or started listening to Korean music. Absolute legend. Love seeing him in the spotlight on broadcast TV again. We have Tiffany. She's Tiffany, duh. And then the other name that really stood out to me as a really interesting one is Ryan Chun, which is crazy to me. This is like a ridiculous judge panel. Yes, I'm still mad at Ryan for his lazy management of Bugaboo, but he is a legendary composer, producer, obviously, engineer, etc., songwriter. But yeah, so this panel of judges and MC, we will be reacting to this. I don't know how long it'll take to get subs, but basically as soon as subs drop, I'll announce like when I'm going to react to it. I think the premise of the show is that it's for groups that were hit by the pandemic, which is kind of interesting. Either have disbanded, whatever, and so it's like I think it's just like to give like a big spotlight to the group that wins, kind of like Queendom, I guess. Obviously, I'm gonna be reacting to Island 2. I almost reacted to Island. I wasn't really doing survivals when it aired, really. But yeah, it's Island. It's Island, but with a girl group. Hype have been killing it with the girl groups. Obviously, I have a lot of love for Le Seraphim. I have a lot of love for New Jeans, and obviously Fromis. So the idea of another Hype girl group formed by a survival, yes, please. I am in for this. We don't know when this is airing exactly. Initially, it was supposed to air like summer 2022. But yeah, so I'm going to be reacting to this. I don't know whatever this is, but it is coming up. I expect we'll start hearing stuff in a couple of months about this show. So we are going to be reacting to Island 2, first on Twitch, of course, and then on the Patreon. Much as it pains me to say it, we are going to be reacting to Queendom Puzzle. I wish it was just another normal season of Queendom, to be honest with you. Love Queendom, love the wholesomeness of it. But Mnet doesn't, because they love drama. So Queendom Puzzle will be like building a supergroup, kind of. We don't know how permanent that group's gonna be. Hopefully not too permanent. But regardless, there's gonna be contestants from groups that I love there, and we are of course gonna be reacting to that. That I expect we will also start hearing about in the next couple of months, probably, or a month or so, even. So we are gonna be reacting to that live, first on Twitch, then the VODs will be up like same day or next day on Patreon. It's this one I'm nervous about mostly, but I am excited, but I'm also really nervous and kind of upset, but it seems like a cool idea. I just wish it wasn't replacing Queendom, really. That's kind of where I'm at with that, but we are going to be watching it, so, you know, hey, keep an eye on the Twitch, then maybe head to the Patreon. Just a couple more things I want to talk about, and then I'll let you guys go. But there's a couple of other kind of things that I'm really excited about in terms of the Patreon and just content right now. I am cycling deep dives back in. Deep dives are like my favorite thing, or one of my very favorite things I do on this channel. Deep dives are when I go super hard on one group and do like all of their MVs, a bunch of live stages, covers, and other content that they've done. Go through, listen to a bunch of their music, and just go super hard, laser focused on one group. And I typically do those in a stream and then post them on Patreon. So I just finished the Alice one / Elris, and I fell absolutely in love. I think I tweeted today something along the lines of like day 6 of Alice being my most listened to group. Because genuinely their music is so good. The visuals are insane. All of their covers are amazing. Those girls can sing. They're so underrated. But deep dives in general are back. So the way deep dives work is I do a stream and I go super hard on one artist, and then that ends up on Patreon. Obviously the parts I can put on YouTube, I'll put on YouTube. Like I did, all the Alice MVs are out now. But yeah, these deep dives are so fun, and they're like my favorite Twitch and Patreon content. And they're always under the $1 tier. So literally, if you're a patron, if you give anything to me on Patreon, you sub at that lowest tier, you get access to the full deep dives with all the live stages and everything like that. I now have a catch-up stream folder, and I just have a pinned post on Patreon. And it's for the $4 tier, and it's just all my catch-up streams. I'm just gonna put in that one post now. So basically, you know, like for example, if I ever take a break for like a month, which I hope I don't do at all this year, but yeah, I just add them to that folder. So forever you can just go in that same folder. Oh look, you know, November 2023, these are the MVs he missed, and then you just watch the stream. Because I react to a lot of content that I don't put on YouTube, and I want it to be as easily accessible on Patreon as possible. So I am just, in the future, any kind of like binge catch-up stream, just general kind of just a bunch of grab bag stuff, I'm just going to stick in that folder, and it should be really easy for you guys to find. So $4 tier for that, $1 tier for deep dives, which are incredible and I love. And then, of course, you know, if any video gets blocked, that's under the $1 tier, etc., etc. So that's basically everything I wanted to mention to you guys. Just yeah, making some big changes to the Patreon. Hopefully more than this, but this is what I can talk about right now. Want to talk about the big things are I'm watching Boys Planet. There's a bunch of other survivals. Oh, the weekly music show Drive that Jay Park is hosting. I plan to react to that as well. I don't know when or how frequently, but I do plan on reacting to at least all of the Jay Park episodes that he's hosting, so that will also be on Patreon. So, for real, I think that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support. If you have any questions, comments, etc., suggestions for deep dives, questions, you have Patreon requests, let me know. Thank you guys. I love you all so much. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you again for continuing to support me. It means a lot to me that you guys not only show up, but show up and talk to me and tell me what you think of K-pop, and those of you that give monetary support. It means extra that people care enough to pay money to see what I think about things. So thank you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and please remember to stay nippy. Thank you so much to everyone who's chosen to support me this month on Patreon, with special appreciation going to Wookbook, Daniel Rains, Muse Ribbons, Lucky7 Jen, 42 Ariadna, Atsushi Ray H, Mushroomy,